objects. It could be materialistic. It could be relationships. It could be our job. It could literally be anything. We get so attached to it that when it goes away, it disturbs our peace. It doesn't make sense. Why can't we love without attachment? And why is it that our peace is not independent of anything? Why is our peace dependent on certain factors? Life is great. It really, really is. Yes, there are definitely days that are hard. You struggle, I struggle. Sometimes the pain doesn't feel like it's ever gonna end. But honestly, a lot of it is just a perspective. The minute that you change the way you think, the way you view situations, your emotions will also change. Your reaction will change. In Islam, or in the Quran, there's a verse that states, you might love a thing which is bad for you, and you might hate a thing that is good for you. You do not know, but God does. As Muslims, we rely 100% on the Creator. We have 100% trust in the plan of the Creator, and when things are not going our way, we just say Alhamdulillah, which means all thanks and praises to God. God has intervened and created a different plan for you, and nothing is greater than that. Letting God take control of everything in your life. We can't always have whatever we want, whatever we desire. We don't really know whether that's good for us or not, because of course we can't see the future. But my point of saying this is that we should always try to find the good in the bad, in the negative, regardless of what your truth and your beliefs are in life. We can say that a universal, not fact, but I guess fact, for a lack of better word, that universally, if we changed our perspective of things, the way we view our hardships, our struggles, will also change. I mean, why in the world would anybody choose to spend their time in depression, in sadness, in laying in bed, just sleeping life away, this gift, just sleeping it away because you're in pain? No, just embrace it. Yes, you're in pain, but that does not mean it's forever. I swear you will move on from it. I swear that you will heal. Maybe the scar will always be there, and it could open up any time that it's wounded again, but that too will also heal. We're very strong beings. Look at humanity, look at history, how much we have overcome, how much we have created. I know it's much easier said than done. I'm not neglecting the fact that depression is a real thing, it's a mental thing, but I also don't believe that we need to take drugs or some sort of teachers the morning prayer before sunrise. So I would just sit in Salah and, man, just let my heart out. That for me is my therapy. It's different for everybody, but what I'm trying to say is that you should find a source or a place where you feel comfortable to let yourself feel vulnerable, to feel insecure, to feel secure, to let out all your insecurities without any judgment. And that avenue could truly be anything that fits your life. Learn to put yourself first. You have to. How many days, time has gone by where you have constantly put the needs of everybody else above yours? And I'm not saying that's not commendable. It really is. You're an amazing person to do that. But also do something for yourself. You have to. How else are you gonna heal? How else are you going to have that self-love? We're so harsh to ourselves sometimes. yourself of the greater purpose in life and the temporariness of this life. And that personally really helps me, because that is time for myself to connect to something greater, something beyond all of my hardships, beyond all of my problems, beyond all of the good things in my life. And with that being said, again, it's important to have that connection with something that would give you a source of therapy, give you some sort of peace, but it should be independent to the materialistic world. So maybe it could be like going to the gym. I know working out really helps a lot of people mentally, because I don't know, I guess you're kind of just releasing all of that pressure that you've been carrying with you all day. I know it helps me as well. Or it could be like art. You're doing art and it brings you peace, but I don't know, attaching ourselves to people, seeking some sort of validation from people. No, we should not be seeking validation from others. We don't need anybody to tell me or tell you that I am a person that's valid just because you said so. Sorry, that was my bone. We don't need that. We don't need that. Your validity, your self-worth should come from you. That's it. The minute that we seek validity from others, it's over, because we have given entire power, our entire power, we have handed it over to another person. And if that person says a good thing, we're happy, and if that person says a bad thing, we're depressed, we're sad. Why? There's only one you in this entire universe. Just think about that. Reflect on that. Ponder on the fact that there will never, ever, 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 in infinity ever, be another you. You are a blessing, a gift on this planet, and if you did not exist, the world would not be the same. Your existence is essential to this universe, and that is why you are here. But if you make yourself to be as if you do not matter, as if your existence is purposeless, then you're right. How can you not be sad? You have given everything to everybody else. They have complete control over you. I avoid social media for precisely this reason. I don't have social media at all. It's been years now.